Hi, this is Rachel, and we're going to look at inequalities. So we've got some questions here, and these are all involving inequalities. So that's these symbols here. And we have a number of different symbols. The ones that we have got, we've got one that looks like that. We've got one that looks like that. I don't think we have any here, but we could have one that looks like that, and one that looks like that. So what these symbols mean, they're comparing the two numbers. So some mean greater than, some mean less than. So this symbol here means less than. So when we have two numbers, one will be one side of the symbol and one will be the other, like this top question here. So this is saying x is less than 7. And when we're given this as a question, it's usually asking us to find some values of x. So I know that x is less than 7, so x can be any number that is less than 7. So 6, 5, 4, 3, etc. Could be like -10, -20, anything that's less than 7 will fulfill that inequality. Now the second symbol down, you can see looks a little different. So we've got this extra line here, and that's because this means less than or equal to. So this is saying x is less than or equal to 7. So we're being asked to find some values that are less than or equal to 7. And that or is important. So 7 is less than or equal to, because it's equal to 7. And then we've got our usual ones that are less than, so 6, 5, 4, etc. All the numbers that are less than. So it's very similar to the less than, we're just including the number. Going back to these symbols over here, we've now got this one, which, if this means less than, then this one means greater than. So it's the opposite way round. So if I have a pair of numbers, again one on each side, so for example 10, 5. This is saying 10 is greater than 5. So that's greater than. And again, we can have an or equal to version of this. So we've got greater than or equal to. So if I had, that is saying 5 is greater than or equal to 5. And it is, because it is equal to it. Okay, so those are the basic symbols. Now sometimes we'll be asked to do questions like this, where we'll be asked to find all the possible values of x. So this time we've got x in the middle of two different numbers. So this is saying 2 is less than x, which is less than 5. So we're looking for numbers that are bigger than 2, but less than 5. So our numbers that are bigger than 2 and less than 5 are 3 and 4. That's it, there are no other solutions, nothing else that x could be. We're dealing with whole numbers, obviously. And then we've got one under here using this less than or equal to. So this is saying 2 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 5. So this time our values of x are numbers that are bigger or equal to 2 and less than 5. So we've still got our 3 and 4 because they're in the middle, but this time we also have an extra number of 2 because 2 is equal to 2. And then we may sometimes get a true or false question. Is this inequality true or is it false? So we've got 5 is less than 6. Well, 5 is less than 6. Therefore, it is true.